Welcome to World of Marketing Podcast, a Foster Web Marketing production. Here's your host, Tom Foster.
Hey everybody, it's Tom Foster in the World of Marketing. Here I am with my good buddy, Toby Crandall, the CTO. That's Chief Technology Officer for those of you that don't know what that is, of Foster Web Marketing. Toby's been with me since the beginning. He's Scotty of the enterprise, and he's the one that makes the warp engines go.
I'm hoping that Scotty will be able to activate the backup control systems. God, I feel so vulnerable.
And everything else here at Foster Web Marketing. And we're here to talk about an exciting new thing that we're about to launch next week. Next Monday, we're about to push the button and make this thing live. And this is our new, well, it's actually a bunch of new upgrades, implementations, improvements, all rolled into one for your email. And I'm going to show a little bit here and ask Toby some questions. But this is all about improving your email delivery in a nutshell. Right, Toby?
Yep, absolutely. Your email delivery, which is directly tied to your email reputation, something that, most people aren't taking a look at for their domain on a regular basis. And we're trying to give them a way to look at where they are today and help them to get to improve their reputation so they can get into people's inboxes.
Yep. So there's a couple parts to it. One, we are, as a client of Foster, we are already running all emails that that when somebody fills out your contact forms, we already run them through a filtering process to make sure that they're not bogus emails, or they're just not bogus emails. And you can throw those in a bucket of what a bogus email means. And there's many translations of bogus email, right, Toby? I mean, there's all kinds of things. Yep. Honeypot emails, bad emails, misspelled emails. Any one of these things could hurt your reputation. And your email reputation is a lot like your credit score, your personal credit score. And like your credit score, you don't really know about it until you go apply for a loan. And then you're like, shit, I can't get my loan. And that's what happens when you send out a bunch of emails to your list and then they don't get delivered. And you're like, why are they not delivered? Well, because your email reputation is stinky. Why is it stinky? Well, you have all these bad emails. So we are being proactive on behalf of you guys to do what we can to, on a technical side, to keep your emails clean, to keep your list clean. So step one is running them through a filter process. And in DSS, they get put to a list in the CRM, and we display that in the CRM of, where is it under? I can show you in here. That's under the
contacts.
Yeah, contacts.
Undeliverable email contacts.
Yeah, undeliverable email. Actually, I'll show that. So right here, undeliverable email contacts is where that would show up. Now I'm on just a temporary development test site right now, but that's where they would go for you. And so you can go in here and it'll tell you why they were bad or bad emails. So like all these are bounced. And we use a third-party company. What is it called? Unbounce, or what's it called?
Unbounce.
Unbounce, right. And they've got a They're a great company, great reputation, and they give us a reason. And sometimes it's just a misspelling. So you can actually go in here and say, oh, this is a misspelling, or it's a wrong email, and you can go in there and fix it. And there's actions where it can tell you, okay, well, it's a different status, or you can go in there and fix it and try again. So you can go back and make adjustments. But the point
you
here
hit the question mark like you just did, Tom. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
You
hit the question mark you just did. That basically is saying, go check this address again. And what we do is we check the addresses either when you import them into your list, or you manually enter somebody into your contacts, or if somebody fills out a form anywhere on your website, whether it be to download a book, to be contacted, however that address comes in, we're checking it on the front end. And the reason that that's so important when we get into talking about this email scoring is that traditionally, every system that I've seen out there, even the ones that are going to take a look at your email addresses that you've imported, aren't going to determine that there's a problem with this address until you've already tried to send email to that person. So in the example of a contact form or a book download, you've already tried to send them an email out of the system, and that's already hurt your reputation potentially as in one of these emails that Tom mentioned are bounces. That would be shown as a hard bounce. And companies like Gmail and Microsoft, they're looking at the number of bad email that you're trying to send to them, and they're scoring you accordingly. So because we're looking at it up front, we're catching it before you've actually hurt your reputation in any way.
Yeah. So that's step one. And then we've created this beautiful dashboard. Well, we think it's beautiful. And to try to kind of kindergarten friendly, as I've always said, we attempt to make DSS kindergarten friendly for everyone, to make it as easy as possible in a very complicated world of the internet marketing, email marketing, to intuit and to understand what you're doing here. And so this is the email scoring system, and all of these scores impact your email score. So all of these, what I'll call sub scores, is that a good way to say it, Tobe?
Sure. I mean, they're really metrics that of things that are going to impact or affect the deliverability of your email coming out of the CRM system, or even when people fill out contact forms on your website. What are these are all things that affect the ability of those emails to get to their inbox instead of getting flagged as spam, or now Gmail has that promotional folder that they can get bucketed into. We want your messages to get to the client. So whether it's your newsletter or whatever information you're pumping out there, we want to get it to their inbox. Yep.
So these are the different, and you can see I've just clicked on these little how to improve, because it just tells you some tips on how to improve them. Overall, you want to get your score up. And you can see, all right, hard bounce and click rate, soft bounce rate, hard bounce rate, unsubscribe rate, how to improve, complaints rate. This right here is by far the most important score. This is more than half in terms of weight of the other scores, right, Toby? Am I saying that right?
Yep, absolutely. It accounts for 50% of the total score that we're giving you. Here, you can see that in this example, it's been scored a 79, and 50% of that, or 50 points of that 79, come from the complaint rate.
And so in this case, it's good.
Absolutely. If 50 out of 50, that means that they had 0 complaints.
So that is when
90 days.
someone says that complain, like, so you keep sending them emails, even though they have unsubscribed, and you keep sending them so much that they say spammer, correct? Yep. And they go and complain about you.
And a complaint doesn't have to be a formal complaint, although you can lodge a formal complaint with email companies, and we do see that happen. But a complaint can also just mean they took your email and marked it as spam or drug it into the spam folder. On most email platforms, that will generate a complaint to the sender's mail system to let them know that, you know, they consider your email to be spam.
Yeah. So that is just really a quick overview of the scoring system. Now, what do you do about this? And so that's kind of like the next question. And that has a lot to do, you know, and that's, we're not going to really, I'm going to kind of cover this in broad strokes here, but that's more of a marketing conversation. That's not really Toby's alley. Toby's alley is to create the technology to help. But we can talk about more of that, about how to write emails that don't get in the spam folder, and writing emails that are interesting to your list. First of all, just some important tips. By the way, real quick, this is getting launched when? Monday, June 8th?
Yeah, Monday morning it will be live.
This will be live Monday morning. Those of you that have the CRM, which is most of you, will have this capability. Also, another thing that will be happening is that a big change that will help with your email grading will be that the emails will not be coming from, and I hope I say this right, you'll help me. They'll not be coming on behalf of Foster Web Marketing anymore. They'll be coming from your own domains. So that is a big change that we're implementing. So the from address, instead of on behalf of whatever, it'll be from your own domains. So that change will be implemented as well. It'll just change. There's nothing that you're going to have to do differently. It'll just be, it'll really be your own email coming from you guys. And so that will help you as well with your scoring. So those are the big,
I'm sorry, Tom. One fine line detail to that also, just while we're on the subject. Yeah, it's definitely going to improve your email scoring and your open rates and everything, just having it come directly from your domain. Also, the reply to address will be to your domain, which defaults to the do not reply to @yourdomain.com. And that's pretty standard practice for most people, but we've also given the ability within the CRM on a per campaign basis for you to give an email address that you want to use for the to show where it's coming from, and also the reply to. So if you're sending something out that you want your list to be able to reply to that directly to you, we are giving you that ability also within the CRM, and that will all be part of what's launched on Monday, June 8th.
Yep. Okay. And we're about to wrap up here. Just a quick announcement about this. And just real quick, I mean, once again, email etiquette is super important here. Crappy emails will produce spam. You're going to get put in a spam folder. If you're writing emails that annoy people or are not well written, just like when you get emails that are not well written or annoy you, you unsubscribe and you put them in spam filters. So don't do that to your clients. Don't buy lists. Don't buy lists. That's like the #1 way to get in the spam. I mean, like, that's a dumb thing to do. And like those of you that are listening that are list brokers, sorry, but that's it's just how it goes. And if you do buy lists, make sure that you get the right ones for you. I mean, that's a whole different story. We don't really have time to get into it now. And if you want to talk about it with me, set up a time. Send me a note, Tom at Foster Web Marketing. I'm happy to talk about it. All right. If you want to have a coaching call about that, send me a note, Tom at Foster Web Marketing. We'll set up a time to talk about it. We can do some coaching about marketing emails and doing good emails. Okay. Good ethical marketing emails that don't get you in trouble. All right. Because that's what we're about. We want emails that produce good clients, not just for the sake of blasting and annoying our clients and our list. All right. Right, Toby? That's what we're doing here.
Yeah. And I think another, an important point to make for people is to keep your list fresh. If you've got a list of people that's 5+ years old, and, you know, a lot of our clients have lists of tens of thousands, some even more than 100,000 contacts, which can be your herd. That's great. But you need to look at how old are the people on those lists? Are they actually opening the emails? And you need to do some list cleanup. And again, that's something that I think that Tom and the marketing team can spend some time going over best practices on how to do those things. But, you know, if I haven't dealt with you, and you're continuing to send me emails and I haven't dealt with you in years, I'm eventually going to bucket your stuff as spam so that I'm not having to see it all the time.
Right. Don't be
especially
boring.
if you send a lot out. So yeah, that would be the only thing I would mention on that front. Very
good. Okay, Toby. And by the way, anybody have any technical issues or support issues? You know, Toby's your guy. The way to get any help there is send an email to tickets@fosterwebmarketing.com. You send an email to tickets@fosterwebmarketing.com. That sends off like a red alarm. Fire engines go off everywhere in the company, and we react. And so we're here to help you and support you. But don't do dumb things. You know, nobody said marketing was easy. Nobody said internet marketing was easy. Nobody said website marketing was easy. Nobody ever claimed that. And anybody that tells you that is a liar, and you should listen to them. If you want some help, we're here to help you. So send us a note. Send me a note, Tom at fosterwebmarketing.com. It's been a short world of marketing, but that's what you get today. Toby Crandall, thank you so much, buddy. Thank you for all your hard work, keeping Warp Drives online. And thanks for moving back to Virginia, buddy.
I'm giving her all she's got, Captain.
I just can't do it, Captain. I do it half the time.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much. Stay safe. Stay healthy. See you soon.